Hey, welcome. So today we are going to pull back the curtain on AI agents, and I want you to forget all the complex code and the abstract theories for a minute. In this explainer, I'm going to show you three super useful AI agent projects that you can build right now. Seriously, even if you're a total beginner. Does this sound familiar? You're constantly sorting through emails, trying to summarize these long articles, or just spending hours and hours on basic research. We've all been there, right? It's that endless little stream of tasks that just eats up all of our time.
But what if you could just offload all of that? I think it's time we stop thinking of AI as just a chatbot and start seeing it for what it can be: a trainable assistant, a digital teammate that you can actually build to handle all that busy work for you.
Okay, so let's dive in. The term AI agent gets thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? Let's get a really clear definition. The best way to think about an AI agent is as a digital employee. It's not just a tool, it's a system you can give a big, high-level goal to, and it will actually figure out the steps to get there all by itself. It thinks, it plans, and it gets stuff done. Now, this is a really, really crucial difference. A simple automation is static. It just follows a fixed path. If A happens, do B, then do C. That's it. But an agent is dynamic. If A happens, it can reason, look at the tools it has, and decide for itself if the best path is B, or maybe D, or maybe even E. That ability to reason, that is the absolute game changer. So how does an agent actually pull all this off? Well, it turns out that every single AI agent, from the simplest ones to the crazy complex ones, is built from the same three core components. Let's take a look at the toolkit. First up, you've got the brain. This is a large language model, an LLM, like GPT or Gemini. You can honestly just think of it as a super smart intern. It's the engine that understands what you want in plain English and then figures out how to make it happen. Next, that brain needs some instructions, and that's the prompt. Now here's the best part. You do not need to be a coder to build an agent. You program it just by writing out clear instructions, defining its role, its goals, what it can and can't do. Your words are the code. And finally, to actually get things done in the real world, the agent needs tools. These are usually APIs. Now, if that sounds technical, don't worry. Just think of an API like a vending machine. It's basically a set of buttons your agent can press to get a specific result, whether that's searching the web, sending an email, or checking your calendar. All right, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty with our first project and see how all this stuff actually comes together. We're going to build an agent that can take any long YouTube video and turn it into a beautiful, concise infographic summary. And you can see right here how the agent breaks the task down. First, you just give it a YouTube link. It then uses one of its tools to pull out the video's transcript. Next, it sends that whole transcript to its brain, the LLM, with instructions to generate a visual summary. And finally, boom, it displays the finished image. See? Simple, logical steps. And here's your recipe to build it. All you need is a no-code platform to connect everything together, a simple API tool that can grab a video transcript, and an image-generating LLM like Gemini or DALL-E. These are all totally accessible tools you can start playing with today. For our second project, let's build something to seriously boost your productivity. An agent that acts like your own personal assistant, whipping up a custom daily briefing for you every single morning. Just imagine waking up to one single message that tells you everything you need to know for the day. The agent kicks things off by checking your calendar for events. Then, it pulls the weather forecast for your area, scans your inbox for anything marked urgent, and finally, it bundles all of that into one neat briefing sent right to you. And the recipe for this one is just as straightforward. You'll use your no-code platform, and then you just plug in the tools you already use every day: your calendar, a weather service, and your email. It's really just about connecting the dots. Okay, and for our third project, let's tackle one of the biggest time sinks of all: research. This agent will automate that whole process of gathering and summarizing info on any topic you throw at it. The workflow here is just so powerful. You give it a topic, let's say a competitor's company. The agent then uses a search tool to scour the web for relevant articles and data. It pulls out the most important points and then uses its LLM brain to synthesize all of it into a clean, easy-to-read summary. And the recipe is almost laughably simple for how powerful the result is: a no-code platform, a web search tool, and the same LLM you used before for summarizing. In just a few clicks, you've literally built yourself an automated research assistant. So we've defined what an agent is, we've looked at its core building blocks, and we walked through three really practical projects. But now comes the most important part. It's your turn to start building. And listen, this isn't just some niche hobby. As Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said, agents are on track to become the main way we interact with our computers. Learning this skill isn't just about saving time, it's about getting ready for the future of how we work. Feeling a little intimidated? Don't be. Seriously. Using the no-code tools and platforms that are out there today, you can build your very first functional AI agent in as little as 30 minutes. That's it. That's all it takes to go from an idea to a working digital assistant. So really, the only question left is, what's that one repetitive task you are just sick of doing? What digital teammate do you wish you had right now? What are you going to build first?